Failure is the first thing that comes to mind.
I got this one. It's a very New York thing. I am terrified of an air conditioner falling on my head. It's just huge buildings everywhere. Air conditioner units, big, bulky, shitty hunks of plastic and metal are just left up to whatever dipshit is in that apartment to waddle over their window and stick it in.
So one of my most irrational fears is farting in front of a boyfriend. I've never really done it, so maybe that's why, I don't know, I'm single now. Who knows? Once I fart like in front of a partner, that's it. The relationship is over.
Getting stuck in the subway. Every day when I walk down the steps into the subway, I always think I'm gonna get stuck. I always think like I don't have reception down there. How am I gonna call work and tell them I'm late? How am I gonna call my parents and tell them I'm alive? I think about it every single time I walk into a subway car.
I would be scared to go over bridges in a car because I thought, like, how can these bridges hold a car? You know, like, they're all, how are they not collapsing, like, all the time? You know, it was like, okay, cool, and then, we'd be over it.
I have a lot of weird medical fears. Like, I'm that kind of person who always thinks that I'm going to die. It's like that one time I watched an episode of X-Files with my dad when I was very, very young, and it was an episode where a worm came out of toilets and ate people, and for a week and a half, I couldn't actually shit in a toilet, and that culminated in me shitting behind my grandma's couch, lying about it, and then like trying to tell my grandma that I thought it was like another smell or that she was making it up. And then my mom came to pick me up from my grandma's house and she's like, why does it smell like human feces in her living room? And then I had to explain to my mom that I was afraid that a worm was going to eat me ass first from the toilet if I used it.
For context, I don't like peanuts. I used to have a huge fear towards the Planters peanut guy. That monocle and his little cane and like tipped over with a top hat used to scare the shit out of me when I was little. Him and the Quaker Oats oatmeal guy.
I saw the movie Jaws when I was like super young, right? And I also had swimming classes at this pool in like Brooklyn. No Jaws is getting to Brooklyn. I was convinced there was this grate in the deep end, and if I did not swim fast past that grate, Jaws is gonna eat me. I was a decent swimmer for most of the pool, and then you get to the deep end, and I was like Olympic swimmer for the deep end.
So you know like when you go to the bathroom and then they have like magazines for you to read? I get scared when like there's a picture of someone on the cover of the magazine that's like looking at me. Like I literally have to turn the magazine over in order to do my business. I can't believe I just said that.
It would be my completely irrational fear that my mom would just leave me at the grocery store. Like she would just leave me at the grocery store and she would never come back for me. I had such a fear of that I cannot tell you, but I still think the grocery store is, like it still haunts me to this day. I don't go grocery shopping actually. I literally go out to dinner all the time and I never go to the grocery store.